So Ronnie, were there any famous musicians that have inspired you?
Oh, yes. Lots and lots of famous musicians. I guess when I was 9 years old, I actually did a couple of concerts with the great Duke Ellington. Not if you guys are familiar with his music.
Definitely
If you're
know the
not,
name.
you should check him out. He was historical figure, African American composer and pianist and big band jazz leader. So he was a big inspiration.
How would you describe your music to the public audience if they've never heard you perform before?
Very exciting and adventurous. Listening to my music, you're going to hear a lot of traditional stuff. You're going to hear a lot of stuff that you've never heard, mostly more stuff that you've never heard, because I like to make the audience think and wonder.
So was there anything that specifically triggered your passion as a child and your interest in music? I mean, I know you said Duke Ellington, but...
Oh, yeah. I come from a musical family, okay? My grandfather's a great poet. His works are in different archives around the world, like Mahatma Gandhi and John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Winston Churchill. So, my grandmother's father, my great-grandfather, was one of the first musicians in the Barnum & Bailey African American Circus Band. Mm-hmm. And also her brother was a saxophonist. So there's music all the time, right? My mother was the oldest of 8. She played piano. All of her brothers played some kind of instrument.
So we read online somewhere that you said that music has kind of like a certain healing property. Why do you say that?
Most definitely. Music, first of all, it was created to take you someplace where you can heal. It was created to make you think about different possibilities of life. What has happened in our society, especially American cultures, has been dumbed down. It's like music is basically about a big throbbing bass or drum beat, mm-hmm. and then some lyrics that have nothing to do with no meaning, you know what I mean? Or some self-destructive lyrics, or some lyrics that are promoting things that we don't need any longer in our culture, such as violence and all of the sex, and it's just too much, that doesn't have any real substance or content. Throughout my career, I've done a lot of different things. In New York, at a certain point in my late 20s, I was working with some people that work with autistic children and children that have these other things between Down syndrome and autism, and some of them were dealing with anger issues and other issues. But if you take an instrument and play a melody, you can see a complete reversal at that point. People who are dealing with dementia and Alzheimer's, if you play music from any type of era in their life, they can immediately go back and start talking and associating. So there's all types of healing properties in music that other places in the world are very much aware of. I mean, I've traveled to places like Nepal and all throughout India, and music is set to a higher level where you have massive amounts of people just dealing with tones and things to heal their body, to take them to places of meditation, places where they're thinking about things that can be changed, where you could project positive images of your life, of your body healing. Mm-hmm. So I believe it's got way more power, and it has those qualities that we need to get back to some type of way.
So do you ever incorporate your music into your teaching style?
All the time. I'm an improver. I love to improv.
Yeah,
improvisation is part of my life. So when I teach courses, or if I'm teaching music or anything, if something hits me and I think it's good to incorporate into teaching, it just happens. I love spontaneity.